I want to start with Liverpool because I'm just going to submit this theory to you. I don't think there is any parallel between Liverpool losing on Thursday to Atalanta and losing to Palace in this game. I think they're two completely different games.
Yeah.
And I think if you're Klopp, you need to emphasize that.
Yeah, and I think he did in a way, because we saw a reaction. It was a much better performance against Palace than it was against Atalanta, with the strongest team possible against Palace, which was not the case against Atalanta, basically. And maybe his mistake against Atalanta was to rotate the squad and rotate the team and make changes, maybe. I just think it's one of those days against Palace where they just could not score. Their XG is high. They had many chances, many shots. It just would not go in. And Palace, to be fair, were a threat, especially in the first half on the counter. They were very good in the first half. But the goal is too easy to concede. And Liverpool, we've said it before, I think it's 11 games now where they concede. And they conceded first again in this game. And even if you are home, when you concede first against Brighton, teams like that, you don't always come back.
I agree this game could have finished 5-3 to Liverpool.
Yeah.
But equally, if Palace go to 3-0 lead at halftime, which would have been entirely possible when you think of the other Mateta chance and Robertson off the line. I mean, psychologically, that does a ton of damage. And we can talk about the strikers missing chances, although we also have to give a lot of credit to Palace. I got to go back to this Van Dijk and Konate. You're telling me Konate is now the best defender at Liverpool and so on. I feel like the bar is really, really falling here. Those are collective meltdowns. We can't just blame everything on Endo again.
I mean, I'm not a fan of Endo, you know that. In possession, certainly in possession. Out of possession, okay, he works hard and runs a lot. But it's maybe not just him, but maybe Curtis Jones yesterday or Sunday, McAllister defensively, I mean. With the ball, it's a different story. But defensively, maybe it's a bit too open. And I don't know, I just find it so easy in that first half of Palace to go through. Look at the goal. Just that goal. At the start of that move on the left, with Olise is involved, Eze is involved, Mitchell is involved, and Hughes is involved. Liverpool are good. Then McAllister stopped following his player. Same with Bradley.
When I watched this on TV, they said, "Oh, look, they're not just about pace and counterattack. Look at this intricate passing." I'm like, "Yeah, but Palace aren't built for that. They can pull off this intricate passing because Liverpool aren't defending well." It's
exactly.
I want to hit Arsenal and Villa because I found this defeat, I want to say more surprising, because obviously Villa are a better team than Palace, and we know they're dangerous on the break. But I think more frustrating if you're Arsenal, because you knew what Villa were going to do.
Yeah.
You knew they were going to play that way.
And you know as well that if you don't take advantage of your strong moments, like in the first half, it's a good first half from Arsenal point of view. Trossard has to score, for example. In the biggest chance, I think, of the day, both teams combined.
We agree that that's a Trossard mistake. It's like, look at Emi Martinez, what a great shot. I'm like, what? Come on, like he's got no idea. He's got the whole
even
goal
his foot, the way Trossard hit the ball with his foot, is aiming at Martinez instead of aiming at the other side.
It's a side foot finish. Come on.
And I think the frustration grew in the second half. I think they grew tired too. And Villa were great. And as I saw Villa on Thursday night against Lille, they were really average. And Lille, at times, wiped the floor with them, had more shots, more expected goals, more possession, more shots on target, everything. That's Lille. And I didn't think I could see Villa reacting the way they did at the Emirates, and they did. It was a masterclass tactically, especially in the second half, because in the first half, at times, they struggled. But the second half, they took their chances really well.
Well, to what degree were Arsenal conditioned by one of my favorite subjects, which is, one, to start moving the Gabriel Jesus to center forward, because obviously you have to rotate a little bit. You got Bayern coming up.
I don't know. I would have played Havertz as a 9. I would have played Jorginho from the start.
And then when he's too tired against Bayern, you get knocked out. Then
but I don't know. But you lose this, and then you might be knocked out against Bayern next week as well, or this week.
I think on paper, this was actually a game, because you knew Villa were going to play that way. It might have been a game for Georgie to the start to unlock them when they sit deep. On the other hand, Georgie in transition, shielding the back too.
I know, but how many transitions did they have in the first half? Only that one when Gabriel hit the ball on the back of Zinchenko, and that's it, pretty much.
I
said from the beginning that everybody would drop points, right? Yeah. And they have.
Yeah, and by the way, it's not done. City are favorites. They were favorites before. Not done.